Good, how are you?
I'm sorry we never got to work together. I would have showed you a lot of interesting things. In my art room.
I want to meet her. Huh? I want to meet her.
Let me just say, if it
Well, I
wasn't
guess
for
I
my
gotta
burns,
go.
you would see how red I'm turning right now. Oh, nice. I like it. Oh, I love it. I mean, we still have a month left, so, I mean, doors are always open, so, you know, please, I'm open to any kind of techniques that work, methods.
You better watch out.
It's called Julie right now. Maybe we can twist something up.
See you later.
So, what has been your favorite, do you have a favorite, like, job that you've done, whether it's been on an acting job, of course, whether it's been on AMC or not on AMC, what has been your favorite acting job that you've done?
My favorite acting job?
Yeah.
Oh dear. First of all, I want to mention that working with David Canary was a gift. The man, I think, is extraordinarily brilliant. Nowhere in our lives do we get to play a role, the same role, for almost over 30 years. Okay? And so I, on and off, got to play a borderline nymphomaniac alcoholic. And I would say that it's been a great gift, and that 1 p.m. is never going to be the same, as far as I'm concerned, on Channel 7. And we are all grieving with all of you guys, you know, because it's a way of life that is leaving the air, and it's very sad. Let's see. So I would say Marian, obviously, you know, since I've played her the most in my life, would be my most favorite part. And I'll talk to you later about that, too.
That's for a treat. Well, Vincent, you want to say something?
Yeah, I do. Now, JR, you've been asking all the questions here. And you're doing a wonderful job, I might add. Really nice job. Mr. Personality up here. No, really, very nice, man. So I think you should answer a question. Why don't you share with us how it was coming on the show when you first came on? And because I will say this, that of all the actors that have come on the show, the person that has grown the most, without question, has been you. Okay? You came on, you were not an actor when you first came on. You pushed through your nerves or whatever you were feeling, your intimidation, the actors that you're working with, and you become a wonderful actor. And it's really been very special to watch that on camera. So, go ahead, share what your experiences were.
Well, thank you very much. And I know even though Vincent's the one that said it, I know everyone up on stage feels equally so. I mean, I have, before I answer the question, I just want to say, whatever happens in the future, wherever we all individually go or collectively go, I want to thank every single one of you on stage for allowing me to stand to your right and to your left and to share an hour for 3 years of camera time with all these unbelievable people and embracing me in such an amazing way. I mean, it's you guys that give me the confidence to continue to do what I do and grow as a person every single day. So, now to your question, I mean, obviously, like I said, I heard a lot about all my children growing up, you know, and all I would hear about is Angie, Jesse, Tad, and Erica Kane. That's what I heard about. And even though I never really watched, you know, because I was in school, I mean, I heard about that. So my first day, who do I have my first scene with? Michael Knight, Tad. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh my God, like, this is how I'm going to start off, you know, my career on this show. And, you know, for me, I think what kind of helped me is I kind of had, you know, like a lot of you on stage, you went to school and you trained and you took classes. For me, I had a different, you know, training method, and it was pretty much, I do motivational speaking. And, you know, I've done it over 700-800 times in the last 8 years. And so for me I've had the opportunity to travel throughout the country and tell my story and the message that I want to share with everyone. It's almost in some capacity, it's almost like doing Broadway, you know, but in the speaking market. I mean, I had to continuously go and tell that story and relive it and take you to that place. And so I think doing that for so many years prepared me to an extent to make that transition into coming to All My Children and to take all the scripts and the dialogue and just kind of run with it. And You know, I want to say I want to commend every single one here, and for the people that couldn't be here all across the world that watch our show. Just like you guys have been accepting to every single character that's on the stage, you guys were as equally accepting to Brock Monroe and his story and his struggle. And, you know, this show has done unbelievable things in its 41 years of kind of educating its viewers on social things going on in the world. Whether it's been Susan doing it, whether it's right now like Christina and Sarah and the Bianca and Marissa mix, whether it's Jacob, you know, portraying cancer. There's been all kind of storylines, and there's a lot more way before my time before I can even remember, so I apologize if I'm not mentioning, but for me, it was just amazing to come to the canvas and tell the story of our men and women who day in and day out come home and their lives are completely changed, whether they're physically injured or they're just mentally injured. They all come home injured, and to be able to tell that story to everyone that may be connected to it or not connected to it was an unbelievable opportunity. And the great thing that I'm honored about is that in 3 years, the language that I hear from people when they find me everywhere is say thank you. And when you come across your vets, and everyone say thank you on behalf of us as well. So I think in a way, it's a job well done. As long as I was able to tell that story and educate everyone. It's been an unbelievable journey, and I never would have thought in a million years I